one of them received $269,000.
Right.
A little bit over $269,000 of monies that they weren't expecting to get. It wasn't part of the normal budget.
Okay.
There was a larger project, the Metro Shopping Center project. It was a $3.1 million project, and it failed. However, the county, they already had $3.1 million. So the commissioners was like, hey, let's just divide it up amongst ourselves, equal portion. And
How do you know this?
because I have the resolution saying so. And
Wow.
you see, y'all, they just sent me the checks. It shows we paid $50,000 in District 7 per garden, per food garden. There were 3 food gardens so far. Now, first, let's do quick math. 50,000 times 3 is only 150,000. That still leaves another 100 and some change outstanding, right?
From the 200-some thousand. Okay.
Right. Okay?
Okay.
So then I said, all right, let me go see these fabulous $50,000 gardens. You know what I could do in a garden with $50,000? Food. There would be fruit trees.
Yeah, exactly.
There would be an overflow. The community would know about it.
Ester Moore was out there.
2 picnic tables. One land had 3 picnic tables, so we got an upgrade. Your daughter, whoever you are, your daughter has less rights than your mother did. She has less rights over her body. Yeah. She has.
Yeah.
And if they're in Memphis, they're not being well educated.
Right.
The Voting Right Act is, that's, they're trying to repeal it. The same rights her grandmother and great-grandmother fought for, the same rights her grandfather got dogs sicked on him so he could have that right. And it's being taken from us. What's being done? Who do you hear on a large scale trying to do something?
Right.
Let's take it back. In the 40s, 50s, and 60s, what happened to black men? How many of them were murdered, massacred, and hung from trees?
Okay, so yeah, 40s, 50s, and 60s.
So, thank you. So if they can add, we all know about Black Wall Street.
Right.
And how they went in and wiped out that whole community.
Okay.
You ready? That wasn't the only community.
Right.
So go do your research. You will see that for a large swath, for a good 20 years, that's 2 decades, that's a whole generation, we were stunted. Our men were taken out of our homes. Women were given welfare, told if you let a man in your home, we take the money away from you and your children. The other men were sent out to war, put on the front lines so they could die first. If they did make it back, they were spit on, weren't given the same benefits. So now, and God bless my Uncle Michael, I love him with all my heart. He's now passed on. He was 18, country boy, when he was sent to Vietnam. What type of mental condition did they send him back in? Did they give him any help?
And in your opinion, how important is do you think AI needs to be to people for them to possibly keep a job or survive? Because I know we're going there.
Okay, this is the same as I tell people, this is like if you had asked somebody, how important is it for you to learn how to use a computer?
Wow.
30 years ago.
That is that important, just like computers was.
Absolutely. Right.
So now I'm thinking about the beginning of AI and where AI could actually end up.
Yes.
Do you think it's going AI is going to be something that's going? Well, no. Finish what you were saying, because now.
No. AI is going to be what?
Conscious. Aware.
Are you saying it isn't?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But if it's,
it can. I'm not going. It can do things that will absolutely horrify you, and it can do it on its own.
All right. Welcome back to the Universal Thought Podcast, man, where we share universal thoughts, ideas, concepts, philosophies. We have all around great conversations with some great people. And once again, we got another special guest on the show. This person is, I can say, actually is one of my favorite people now, man. I love her personality. She always keeps high energy. She was currently running for District 7 here in Memphis, Tennessee. And she has a lot to talk about today. And I've been trying to get this interview for a minute. So without further ado, we want to welcome Miss Ester Moore.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I appreciate you coming. How you been?
No, thank you. Like you said, it's been a minute, and I have had some health challenges, but I'm doing much better, and I'm so glad to be here.
Wow.
Like, there is so much important information that the public should be aware of, and unfortunately, for whatever reason, the word doesn't get out. So I'm grateful to you and the work that you do for allowing people, and especially people like me, who don't necessarily have a big name or following or anything, yet we're the grassroots people, boots on the ground, who actually know what's going on.
Right.
So thank you for not just pandering, to the highfalutin folk. Thank you for letting us little people come through. It's appreciated. Thank you.
Anybody I feel like can add to the conversation. It's not about titles and stuff like that. I really don't do, even though I know a lot of people, I gravitate toward the people that I have a common interest with. And we have, like-minded. So, you blew the roof off everything. You was the last person. And, she did her thing.
A couple people asked me about that. I was like, my bad. I get a little passionate. I'm gonna stay calm today, but still, the truth is the truth. And as the Bible says, oppression makes a wise man mad. And if you think that people who are, especially elected officials, who are not upholding their obligation, that is oppression. It oppresses the community because it doesn't give you the resources that you need. It doesn't give you the attention and all of the financial opportunities that you need, and therefore your community is oppressed, and it is quite maddening.
Right. And I want to actually, before we get into that, I want my audience to get to know you. So a little bit about your background, where you come from and what you do now, and your current role in running for District 7.
Well, I did run for District 7. We've already had the primary, and I did not get the Democratic nomination. The incumbent, God bless her, got her nomination, and now the general is happening. So it's between her and the Republican counterpart. Actually, there's an independent running as well, but that's a whole lot. Anywho, my name is Ester Moore. I'm from Memphis, but I was raised in Atlanta, lived in New York, DC, traveled the world. So I come with a very open and metropolitan mindset, which can be a little different sometimes when you're in spaces where a lot of the people are from here and have not been past, and trust me, that's not an insult, that's statistics, that 1/3 of the adults in the Mid-South have never been out of the Mid-South. So if you've never traveled past Memphis, Arkansas, Mississippi, right? Which is nothing wrong with that, but you continue to have that mentality. So I think that I bring a bit of a more metropolitan ideal to how we can handle solutions in our community, because that's what I do. I'm a solution-oriented grassroots community servant. I've been doing it here in Memphis for a decade through my organization, Abundant Earth Global CDC, where I tutor children. I work with the community in order to help end food deserts and food insecurity. That work led me into some of the more political activism that I've been doing lately. Only because I was trying to figure out where the money going.
So
here I am trying to feed the people, and I keep hearing there's money out there to feed the people, and then I don't see the money. So now you're causing me to go look for the money. And that's how I've stepped into the situations I've stepped into lately.
I was curious as to why it was so important. It's important anyway, but specifically when it comes to money, and for someone to be so sure about this money is missing and nobody's like listening to me, like I'm not saying this for no reason, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of caught my attention.
Out there too. I was like, why is nobody listening to me?
Listen, Mr. Winbush reached out to me. We always supposed to do a podcast.
Yes.
He just said, man, listen to her. She knows what she's talking about.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, because Bob be on it.
Yeah. Yeah, he do. Well, let me ask you this. All right, so let's get into it, because I do have a lot. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to put the disclaimer out. Miss Ester Moore's opinions and thoughts does not reflect Universal Thought Podcast. But I will offer my perspective, because a lot of politicians and a lot of people that are in the political space know that they know how I feel about politics. I'm not really a fan of it. I support the people with good intentions, and I back them. And if I see something that I don't like, I call it out too. So I welcome people on the platform that's willing to give truth, and I feel like Esther is going to do this today. So my question to you is, I actually ran through your page yesterday. All right, so there's a couple people that you definitely called out. You definitely called some people out. I'm not going to say the names. I'll just let you go ahead. But there's a situation.
Yes.
Right? The main situation is, you would say that there's money missing.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, let's go back. It's not missing. We know that it was spent.
Okay.
The people just have nothing to show for it.
Right.
But no, I have the cancel checks. I did. Okay, so rewind. Back before I even decided to run for office, I was looking into some misappropriated funds in District 7.
Okay.
Shelby County Commission, District 7. And I was very vocal on the campaign trail that over $500,000 of District 7 money was given outside of District 7. It did not come back in any way to support the residents of District 7.
Right.
And so my question to my commissioner was, where the money at, mine?
Right.
That's all I wanted to know.
Right.
And then I went and found where the money was, and it was very disappointing. But then that led to finding more misappropriated money. So now there's another $269,000. But there was no paper trail. So in order to get the paperwork, you have to submit a public information request form. Some of you all know it as a FOIA, a Freedom of Information Act, or that's federal. Here in the state is called TARPA.
Yeah, we bad. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Had a little audio issue.
So I submitted my forms.
Okay.
And they're supposed to get you the information back by law. They're supposed to get you the information back in 7 days. It has been over 40 days and I still don't have all the information. I'm being given pieces. And that's part of the video. That is the video that I put out.
Right.
I said, this is my freedom of information. Well, this is my my request form. This is what I asked for. And Shelby County is telling me that after 1 year of the projects being closed, they still don't have all the appropriate paperwork. However, when I submitted the public information request, I didn't only submit it for District 7. Guys, I pray about everything, and I prayed, Lord, what do you want me to do with this? Right? Because I was already done with my election. I chose not to do it while I was running because I didn't want to appear messy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I had already been putting stuff out there. It seemed like the public weren't really feeling it. I'm like, okay, cool. If y'all want to continue to vote for the same people, continue. Do you?
Yeah.
So I waited until my election was over and submitted the information form.
Okay.
God said, submit the form for every district that touches Fraser. If you're going to be about Fraser, you're not about your part of Fraser.
You about Fraser.
You about Fraser.
Right.
And there are 3 districts that touch Fraser, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
And unfortunately, every single one of them, all 3 of them had the same issue, misappropriated funds.
Okay. So when you got the information about District 7,
yes,
You said God told you check all districts.
All of them. Yeah.
And this is after you found out that it was missing, misappropriated funds in District 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's I guess an estimated total overall with 6, 7, and 8?
Each one of them received $269,000.
Right.
A little bit over $269,000 of monies that they weren't expecting to get. It wasn't part of the normal budget.
Okay.
There was a larger project, the Metro Shopping Center project. It was a $3.1 million project, and it failed. However, the county, they already had $3.1 million. So the commissioners was like, hey, let's just divide it up amongst ourselves. And that's what they did. So each one of them had an equal portion.
How do you know this?
Because I have the resolution saying so.
Wow.
And
So
those were the paperwork that I put online. Like all the paperwork is there. It was 3.1. They divided it amongst themselves. I think it's 13 commissioners, and that's how they got $269,100 and some odd dollars. That's what it was.
So all of it, $3.1 million split up between all the commissioners.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
That was unaccounted for and unearmarked. That's very important, guys. And this is why you elect people to make these decisions. You elect people who you feel is going to have the not only intellectual ability to handle these situations, but the moral and the integrity. Right? So an elected official doesn't go to their constituents on every single decision. That's why you elect them.
Right.
So they gave the $269,000, and it was for them to use in their communities, in their districts, however they saw fit. There's nothing wrong with that. I want to make that clear. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Right.
The problem comes in when you start requesting the paperwork and you see that one part of the contract says one thing, but another part says another. The problem comes in when you see, y'all, they just sent me the checks. It shows we paid $50,000 in District 7 per food garden. There were 3 food gardens so far. Now, first, let's do quick math. 50,000 times 3 is only 150,000. That still leaves another 100 and some change outstanding. Right?
From the 200 some thousand. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So then I said, all right, let me go see these fabulous $50,000 gardens. You know what I could do in a garden with $50,000?
$50,000, they look kind of good when it comes to, if it comes to
There would be food, there would be fruit trees.
Yeah, exactly.
There would be an overflow. The community would know about it.
Esther, what was out there?
2 picnic tables. One land had 3 picnic tables, so we got an upgrade. Another property had some, like if you go to a park and you see the concrete barbecue grills or whatever.
Yeah.
But the grates were missing. Somebody came and stole the grates. The neighbor said they have never been able to use that land for anything.
This is.
Yet we have signed checks. Saying $50,000 was paid to someone to do that. I don't see $50,000 worth of work.
Now, when was this? But
this was 2024.
Still nothing. No garden, no nothing.
3 picnic tables on one, 2 picnic tables on another, and 2 grills with no grill grates on the third. Yes.
Let me ask you this: when you first decided to run for District 7, being the person that you are, being a truth teller, making sure that you're gonna do things according to moral standards, did you really think that you could actually gain the support of people being that truthful in politics?
As naive as I was, yes, sir, I did.
Wow.
I said, because, and this is why.
What does that say? Does it say you believe in people that much, or you think that people believe in you that much?
Neither. I just thought people would believe the truth.
I like to believe that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if I show up with paperwork and pictures. How are you saying that I'm not telling the truth, or that I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are we doing this?
Right.
So no, here comes Pollyanna Esther just thinking they'll understand because I did the work. I did the research. I didn't come off the cuff. It wasn't emotional.
Right.
I don't have anything personally against anybody.
Exactly.
However, there's money missing. And then I found out where it went to. And when you give $500,000 to a project in another area that doesn't benefit you, and then we got gardens with no gardening on it, like, there's a problem. When we pay out $119,000 for security cameras, but the county can't tell us where the cameras are.
Right.
But the money's been paid.
Who does this information go to?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Once you get all the FOIA information and you get everything, all the facts, who does this go to? Like, who can put this out, or do you have to, like, just
the
put it
media
out
won't
yourself?
touch it. Oh, I've told all the news organizations they don't touch it. They will not touch it. And to a degree, I understand why. We are in the throes of election season, and that's a liability issue, I guess, for them. They're like, they don't want to appear to be favoring one side or another.
Right.
But paperwork is paperwork. Elected officials should be held accountable no matter what season it is.
Yeah.
So that bothers me, which is another reason I'm grateful for you. So thank you.
No problem.
Because we gotta let people know, because the only the thing for us to do, one, if you all want to request the information, by all means, I will give him the links and all the info so that you can request information as well. I've been waiting a month and a half now, and I've not received a contract. I've received checks, so I see that money has been paid,
Right.
but we don't have any final paperwork. The way things go when you deal with government procurement is there has to be what's called, well, it's your final paperwork. It's your finalization, right? So at the end of the project, what did you do? Where was it at? What did we get for it? That paperwork is supposed to be turned in because it's part of the public record. None of that paperwork is available right now after a year and a half. And it's digitized. Why does it take you this long to find information that's already in your computer?
Wow.
Like, I'm not asking hard questions.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that's aggravating. This isn't difficult.
Right.
I'm not asking y'all to make up paperwork for me. I'm not asking you to make a spreadsheet on my behalf. I simply requested all the paperwork that you already have. I also requested all the emails and correspondence. They haven't given me one stitch of that. And they're not going to. So that leads to your other question. What do we do?
What do we do?
Hello to DA Steve Mulroy. I know you got my email. I know your deputy DA got my emails too. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
So no response. Nobody has even tried to jump on and say, you know what, I'm with you. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna make sure this reaches the right people. Nobody.
I made sure it reached the right people.
Yeah, but we're only hearing your voice.
No officials, no.
Right.
And you would think so. You would think that somebody would have been like, wait a minute, hold on, this is happening?
Right.
Oh, we got to figure this out. No.
So what does this mean? Does this mean that everybody knows and anybody saying that?
Absolutely. And I can say that quickly and with that much confidence because of some of the other things that I found out. I'm not going to elaborate on right now, because when I say truly, I've stepped into some things. I have found things that I don't think I was supposed to find, which is why my mother is like, Esther, be careful.
Right.
And here I am. First of all, let's talk about mama, okay?
Okay, let's talk about mama.
The blonde bob miniskirt wearing, fist in the air, civil rights leader. That's who I was raised by.
Right.
So now to have that same woman talking about calm down, I'm like, calm down how? I never was given those breaks, baby.
Right.
So I don't know about that. What I know about is research. You come at me with facts, figures, and logic. That's what I was taught. So you will never find me on anybody's video, not even on mine, without my documentation. Because I had a mentor tell me documentation beat conversation every day.
Yeah, every day.
So I always have my documentation, which is why when I did the 3 videos on District 6, District 7, and District 8, right there beside me, I was posting.
Yeah.
The documents were right there.
Highlights, everything.
I highlighted for you, and then I took the documents and added them outside of the video so you can go in and look at the documents on your own.
Yeah.
So this isn't, I want the critique. I want the help. I want people to be like, okay, there's something here.
Right.
And as I said in one of my videos, if I can pull these documents on 3 commissioners, and there's something wrong with all 3, I need y'all to look into the commissioners in your area too.
So we're talking about the only commissioners you looked up all has something going on.
Every single one.
Let me read a post.
Okay.
Yep, I think it was on. All right, this came from Ramadura. My phone is slow, y'all. Not that one. Because when I started, when I first, I got to know pretty much who everybody was when I was when I interviewed a lot of people, and there was still some people that I couldn't put names to faces, but I knew they was important figures. And one of these people, when I seen the name tag and I hit it, I was like, wow, him. That's all right. So I'm not gonna say the person. You already know who it is. It said, "Word of wisdom. If you're going to discuss
hello, Commissioner from District 6. How are you? You called me a liar. God bless you. I'm not going to put your name out there, right? Because I never have. However, I definitely told him, not a liar. My paperwork speaks for itself. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
But what? I'll finish it. Listen, if you're going to discuss a project in District 6, ensure diligence and thorough preparation to avoid appearing uninformed. Ensure diligence and thorough preparation to avoid. So everything that you presented wasn't enough preparation?
Say that.
Because I ain't gonna lie, it was too much for me to read. I said, you know what? Because it was 12:30 by the time I got to. I said, man, I'm gonna let her, because it's enough here to choke a cow.
And that's what I posted back. I showed my documentation, sir. Show yours.
Show yours, right?
Have you seen? Show me his documentation, because he responded. But
he responded with documentation.
No, that's what I'm asking.
No.
He's posted a lot of words, but none of them are his documentation.
Right.
So again, if I show you the paperwork from the county, there's nothing for you to say to me. And that's the same commissioner who said that I lied about this. And I was like, cool, bad. That's called a slander lawsuit. I'm not above it. It's okay. It can go however you choose. I choose peace, but I'm not going to be bullied.
Right.
That's not going to happen, because he is very well known. He's so well known, he didn't even have a competitor in his race.
Yeah.
To be commissioner. And I actually talked about that when I was running. When people, because it was like 7 people running against the incumbent commissioner from District 7. And I would tell people, I'm like, if you want to know how good your commissioner is, well, the commissioner from District 7 got 7 people running against it. The commissioner from District 6 has no one. So I actually used him and held him up as someone who you must be doing well, because no one in your community is challenging you.
Right.
And then I wasn't looking in District 6 until God said, no, pull District 6 too. I was like,
Did you go above? Did you go beyond District 6, 7, and 8?
No.
Or did you just stop it?
I stopped at the 3 that touched Fraser. I did what God told me to.
Okay.
Everybody else, y'all go look for y'all's districts. I will show you how. But I just did 6, 7, and 8, and that was enough.
Do you think it's actually important to people? Or are we showing our true colors?
We're showing our true colors. And I think, it's hard for me because I understand where a lot of the voter apathy is coming from. You know, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. People say a lot of things all the time and nothing changes. Sometimes you just stick with the devil you know because you know what to expect.
Right.
You know the abuse you're going to take, and honestly, it's not that bad, so we'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how people feel.
Yeah.
And it's sad because we should expect more and we should want more and we should insist on better for ourselves and our community.
Right.
So, yeah, I can argue both sides of it, but it's very troubling for me as someone who sees the pain in the community. And sees the pain on the people's faces when they want to know why things aren't being done. But then I know that we're blowing money. I know that. So right now online, one of the commissioner from District 8, God bless him, good person, nice family. However, he's getting pushed back because he's the commissioner over the budget for the county. And now the county has to take out a $125 million loan just to pay people. So if you're over the budget, we didn't see this coming. So now people are saying to me in the background, wait a minute, Esther, you found that there was misappropriated money on a county level in his district.
Right.
There's money issues with him being over the budget for the county, but now he's running for an even higher office where he's going to be in charge of even more money.
Wow.
But if you mess up here and mess up here, no, of course you're going to do right up here. Of course you are. It's going to work itself out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the hope that I have.
Right.
That's the only prayer that I can give, is that somehow that because there's more people involved. So I'm hoping that, the Lord will work its way out. But a lot of the issue, when you look through the documents, is not even, we're going to keep it 100, right? Because this Universal Thought.
This is Universal Thought podcast.
It's not even the elected officials, because they don't push the paperwork.
Okay. Who is it?
The people who push the paperwork.
Okay. Okay.
However, if your elected official comes to your desk and say, put this through, you know it's supposed to go through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right. But are you really going to argue back? Or are you going to do what your official tells you to do and put that paperwork through?
All right. This is first of all, this is a lot of money. And it's a lot of things that I ain't gonna say I'll say allegedly that I know and really haven't spoke on it. I have a few conversations with a few people that I know, but on top of that, with this money situation, I always knew that we've always had this problem with Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, this is the difference though. And see, I get people who say this all the time. Well, no matter who it is, whether it's, where it was the white people, the black people, the this people, the that people, there's always money exchanging hands, behind the scenes and under the covers and all of this stuff.
Right.
This is what I will say to that. Memphis was not always in this condition.
I agree. I do agree.
Okay? Yeah. So I'm not saying that it is okay. I need you to understand. Hear me now.
Right.
However, if you're playing with the money and my kids can eat, that's different than you playing with the money and we're going hungry.
You're right. Yeah. You
playing with the money, but the potholes are fixed, or you playing with the money and I'm the one who got to keep spending $50 for used tires because you see what I'm saying? There's a difference.
It's definitely a difference.
Don't play around with the money and not handle your responsibilities.
Right. You got a point on that.
That's the problem.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And never will I say it'll ever be good just because we're used to it.
Right.
And what I'm saying is, once I started really understanding politics, even on the local level, I knew that it went on, governmental wise. But it's like, oh, we doing this here too?
Yes.
Like this is a thing.
It's a big thing. Which is why people are mad at me and saying really mean and nasty things to me. And probably the reason I didn't see your confirmation this morning is because I woke up to someone attacking me who had tagged the Commissioner District 7. So they're together and they put a little Facebook hit out. Because I have our nonprofit has 11 parcels of land in Midtown. Well, not Midtown, north of, it's in Bearwater actually, that we were going to use for agricultural reasons. We have a neighbor who keeps the front cut, so the city don't bother us.
Right.
She wants to use our land.
Mm-hmm.
I would not let her. Mm-hmm. I told her to send me a proposal.
Right.
I have not received said proposal. Therefore, she went on Facebook along with the other tagging the other commissioner, and had this is what was said. She's out there finding missing monies from these elected officials when she should be cutting her grass. I said, babe, if you think that my grass not being cut on lots of land that nobody is using, that the neighbor's taking care of,
right,
is equal to $800,000 being misappropriated out of District 7, something's wrong with you, not me.
Yeah.
Those are not even.
It's not even the same thing. You can't compare it.
You cannot compare it. I am not an elected official. You did not elect me to manage and handle your money. I have never misappropriated your money. I have never taken your money and given it to South Memphis for them to do what they want to do with it. None of that. But you want to attack me over some grass that wasn't cut?
You know what that sounds like? Why are you up here worried about what's going on with the people's money, and you trying to keep money in people's pocket, and you trying to help everybody? You need to go tend to your grass. Like, I'm trying to help you, bro.
It makes no sense.
I'm gonna go on record saying y'all ain't gonna touch her. Yeah. She protected over here. She got some.
Good.
You're supposed to protect people that's that has truth in them, right?
Thank you.
My thing is, how do you? So the main problem I got is people always make the person that they like the person that they choose, regardless of what they do.
Yes.
So you're getting basically threats from supporters of these specific people.
Yes.
Any real death threats?
No, there was nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
There was nothing like that.
Because it does, though. I mean,
no, I'm sure it does, but no, it was nothing like that. And one, I'm just not that person. I don't put that energy out there. Right. So there would be no need for anybody to put, even if you watched the 3 videos that I did, I never said any of the commissioners' names.
Right.
But all you got to do is Google Shelby County District 6, Shelby County District 7, Shelby County District 8.
They
named it. I show you the county documentation. The names are on it. That's not my bit. I didn't put the names on there.
Yeah.
That's the county. So yes, part of it is also me absolutely mind boggled over how all I did was read from the documents.
Mm-hmm. That's all you did.
That's all I did. And yet I'm the drama.
Why do you think the truth is so offensive?
It makes people uncomfortable because once you know the truth, you have to do something about it.
Does it say something about them too? Like,
yes. While you're thinking about that, you mentioned somebody earlier who supports one of these commissioners, and he got on his podcast and said, if you're an elected official, I will hold you accountable. So then I followed up with, but you didn't hold beep beep accountable. And here's the link, just in case you didn't see it, because I'm gonna assume you didn't see it. Right. So I put it right there in the comments. This is your homie. You supporting it. Here's the information.
No response.
Of course not.
Yeah.
So if it's your friend, we ain't got to hold them as accountable. Which means now I have to question your integrity and what you're telling me.
Yeah. Because
truth is truth. And I've gotten private phone calls from people asking me to You know, just be a little nicer. Just be a little softer.
Oh, wow.
I would say, well, you really ain't got nothing else for me to say because I put the information out there.
Yeah.
Is what it is. However, since you know these people, could you do me a favor? Could you ask them to have a sit down with me?
So nobody as of yet has come back with information that debunks yours?
No, nobody.
Nobody?
Nobody has come up with not a shred of paperwork or evidence that says Ester Moore was lying. Esther's paperwork is wrong. Because guess what? They can't, because it was not Esther's paperwork, it was Shelby County's paperwork. So if you come up with something saying that I was incorrect, it's because Shelby County was incorrect.
So, and I want to ask you a question in your opinion, Dr. Figgins.
Yes, Marie.
With the information that was put out prior to her running for mayor, I think they had paperwork on her too. They don't just accuse you of things when it comes to money for no reason.
Right. That's what they say.
Yeah, allegedly, right? So
I was gonna say that's what they say. I have not seen said paperwork.
Okay.
This is my issue though, since you brought up Miss Figgins. Mm-hmm. I've met her a couple times. Again, I was out on the trail. I think she's an absolutely lovely person and a gem and an addition to our city.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, we spent over $1 million to find her. We hired the search,
right,
the professional search. We paid over $1 million for.
She's from Detroit.
She's from Detroit.
Detroit,
yes.
Yeah.
So we paid $1 million for a firm to go out and find us a candidate.
Right.
We hired the candidate, and then somebody Googled something, and that was enough to call her into question. The people we paid the $1 million to, could they not Google?
Wow.
No, seriously.
Yeah. No.
How did we go through all of that, hire her, bring her in, and now suddenly a simple Google search is enough to start upsetting the apple cart? Only because she came in to do some things that, yes, it was, honey, she's from Alabama, but her career was in Detroit. Playing footsie is not necessarily their way.
Yeah,
here in the South, we like to be coaxed and talked to a little bit, and
right.
be our friend for a minute. And she came in here and was like, "Look, these positions, we don't have the money to pay for these positions anymore, because the money that was being used to pay for those positions was temporary monies. It was a grant. If you see that the grant is running out,
right,
why would you wait? You need to go ahead and either reassign those people or simply remove the positions that are no longer being paid for."
Right.
She didn't come in with an axe trying to fire and we're going to get rid of these people. No, those positions were literally unpaid for.
Right. Okay.
So what, we were supposed to keep people and just incur extra costs? It made no sense. If the grant is over, then whoever was hired based on that grant money, your job up. It's a hard pill to swallow, but that's what it was. So, and then there was some other things, but none of it. But now, hello, y'all see that report that came through? Some of the stuff she was saying is in that report, and she was trying to fix it. And now everybody's sitting back looking at the report like, "Oh man." Ain't no "oh man." Nuh-uh. Because she was trying to fix those things. You should have her on the show so she can break it down for you.
I did reach out to her. We can never book a date. But I'm still open to the conversation. So, wow, that's interesting. Okay.
And now we have a board that has to come in and oversee us.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that's not our only oversight board in Memphis. So, yeah. You got an oversight board over our multi-billion-dollar airport.
Right.
You have an oversight board now over our multi-billion-dollar school system. Oversight board, if I'm not mistaken, is supposed to be, if they're not already here, coming in for utilities. Like they're coming
Yeah, I heard
in,
about that.
yeah, to do these broad oversight boards because we're mismanaging the money. And when you mismanage the money, you know what? Let me stop. I'm good.
No, I get it.
No, because
I get it.
yeah, it's other people will
Other
use
people-
that opportunity to come in
But maybe I just
in order to
don't.
control your money.
Yeah, and I just in my mind, I just don't see anything happening on accident or coincidental. You know.
I'm sorry. Say that a little louder.
Yeah, it's the audio gonna pick it up. It's going.
Hello, can y'all hear him? It was not an accident.
And it's so I always question why people that have such a strong purpose in trying to find the truth do it in politics though. Like, and I get it, but it's like I was like I don't. Once you understand everybody's on the side of, just be quiet. We're not gonna say what we see. You're willing to go through the scrutiny that comes with that.
Because that's where the money is.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
all about money and power.
Right.
Period. Even with me, it's about money and power.
Right.
I need the money in order to help my community, and I need someone who is in power, who has the integrity and morals to help me do it. I couldn't find that person, so I ran myself. And it's not over yet because there are other remedies and recourses.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's why I had to turn the paperwork in to other authorities to properly investigate.
So so should we actually be looking forward to anybody that is in position now or could possibly be in position to make some changes? Is there anybody that we know of that's really for change for real, or really about the city that has a position? Yeah. Okay. I've been trying. Never mind. All right.
No, because I'm trying so hard, y'all. I'm trying. They are literally going to throw me in the Mississippi River.
No, I don't want you to be in the river now.
However, and that's a joke. That's a joke. My mother is going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, don't stress out.
Yeah, I'm not going to stress her out. No, but we do have, I do know someone. I do know someone.
That's bad that you got to say someone. It's just.
Because I be trying not to be too extra. We're gonna go to the next topic.
Okay.
I want to let me ask you this.
Okay.
We now have 2 black men running for mayor.
Yeah.
One is a Democrat, one is a Republican. One is involved in the misappropriated funds and this whole debacle with the county commission and having to take out $125 million just so we can pay employees. However, do you know that our school system is also funded by the commission? So if we don't have money to pay people, are we going to continue to have money to do the things like educate our children? Right. And to say that the money will be paid back when we receive property taxes, the property tax money was barely enough to cover our regular expenses in the first place, not to mention incurred interest costs from having to take out this loan, which isn't the first one we've had to take out. However, and this is again for you all to do your own research, because on the other side, we have the Republican candidate who used to be a Democrat.
Right.
Until the Democrats kicked him out for working across the board. I mean, working across the aisle in order to try to make things happen. However, you're then in a position where a lot of people, especially here in the South, are very blue through and through no matter what. Yeah. They've given their loyalty to an organization, but then you ask them why, and it's because, well, that's who my mother voted for, and that's who my grandma voted for, and I appreciate that. I really do. However, we are in a day and age that's very precarious.
Yeah.
Your daughter, whoever you are, your daughter has less rights than your mother did. She has less rights over her body. Yeah. She has.
Yeah.
And if they're in Memphis, they're not being well educated.
Right.
The Voting Right Act is, that's, they're trying to repeal it. So she may not even, the same rights her grandmother and great grandmother fought for, the same rights her grandfather got dogs sicked on him so he could have that right. And it's being taken from us. What's being done? Who do you hear on a large scale trying to do something? Right. See, the problem, especially here in the South with some of these groups and the Democrats that I have found, our people, black people, have always been kept off balance. Because when you're unstable, you can't look forward. Right. You're always looking down because you're trying to get your balance.
Right.
So if you're looking down, you don't see what the other people are doing. Right? That's why we're always reacting and we never have a plan.
Man, you said something right there.
Other people have 20-year plans.
Yep.
And that's why when you said that this wasn't accidental, no, darling, this was the plan.
This was the plan. Right.
And because we were looking down, we didn't see what was in front of us. And the ones of us who did see it could not get the other ones to pay attention.
Man, it's the most frustrating thing. I think that's out of everything that's happening, that's probably the most frustrating thing, because the very people that it's being done to can't see it, and you're actually championing the people that's doing it. That's man. Black people know how to use the slave concept against us. Like
we know how to read the Willie Lynch letters just like they do.
Right.
And the sad thing about it, is most of us don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna go here real quick. So the average adult here in Memphis makes under $70,000.
Right.
And I moved it up to 70 just not to shock people. But they make under $70,000. The average. If somebody comes to you with 10, 20,000, that's a come up.
Yeah, all in one word?
Yeah. That's a come up. So you may be willing to push the paper through. You may be willing to not argue as loud. You may be willing to not bring up all the points that you could.
Money talks. Money is
And that's not, and again, that's not everybody, but we do know that we can name people, but we ain't naming people. Things happen. Right? All of a sudden, somebody's daughter who didn't even graduate high school has a good job. How'd that happen? All of a sudden, there's a business in somebody's wife's name, somebody's mama name, somebody grandma. What? Grandma, 90-some years old, she ain't starting nobody's business.
Right.
And yet, these are the things that happen. And don't nobody say nothing. Having a house quit claimed over under the table. It happens.
But okay. So we're talking about, in other words, we're talking about like nepotism. Right, a form of nepotism.
Nepotism, cronyisms, all the isms.
All the isms.
All the isms, y'all.
So if you got power, what is... My thing is, we've the mindset that we develop, over this amount of time, just to like nowadays, it's like individual. We don't collectively do anything.
No.
And we don't listen to each other.
No.
Do you think it's necessary sometimes to get people that don't look like us involved?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. However, then you end up questioning, because see, this is the problem a lot of
I know where you're going with that. Go ahead. I know where you're going with that.
I'm going to say this goes back to slavery. When you put that one Negro in charge of everybody else, now everybody else don't trust that one. So even if that one means well for the rest, he's still untrusted. And that perception exists today. If there is one of us who step out the line, ooh, she must be on day side. She must be. You know how often, like, especially after the race, people are like, yeah, we just thought you were undercover Republican. Why is that? Why did you think that? Well, because
Wow.
I mean, because I heard, not what you heard, what do you know?
What do you know? Right.
And they know nothing. But because I'm the first one to tell you, I will go up to Millington and head up in that Republican meeting in a heartbeat. Why? Because they're the ones who are making the rules.
Right.
And if you don't know what's going on and you want to know what's going on and you know that your people don't know what's going on, then you got a choice. You can either sit around and be ignorant, or you can walk into the room where the people know what's going on. I ain't never been ignorant.
I know that's right. You know what's crazy? So my brother said the same thing to me in a different sense. When I was saying something, he was like, "Man, E, you kind of sound like a Republican," because I'm a businessman.
Exactly. Right.
I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur over 8 years now. I do a lot of. I see things from a business standpoint, and when you look at politics, and you hear both sides, you know, I've gotten away from any ideologies that I grew up learning, because I had to open. I'm like, I just saw the world as it's something else to this. This just can't be it. So when I started seeing other things, I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. You know, I'm not, rallying for people not to get like assistance or help or this, that, and the other, but we still should have something or some direction to go to where we can support ourselves, maybe start some businesses, stuff like that, right? And we were like Republican at one point, right?
Yeah. It was the Republicans that freed the slaves.
Exactly.
Stop playing.
So what we get they've run a number on us so much that we get offended when we hear like somebody like being a Republican. Why is do we just relate Republican to racism or something?
Yes. And especially right now in the Trump era. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, especially right now. But this is what I tell most of them. I'm like, half the Republicans don't agree with Trump. Like,
right.
They spit
exactly. They would call him out.
Thank you. So, like, how about I'm actually independent, because I may vote for a Democrat, I may vote for a Republican.
Exactly.
Who makes the most sense? Who is doing the things that we need them to do? Who is going to have morals and integrity and be there to answer when we have questions?
Right.
Like, I have just a different set of criteria.
What's your criteria?
I just named some of them. Like, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
And what have you done?
Yeah.
Because what you've done is gonna show me what you're gonna do.
So we're kind of choosing the people that they have
because they're our homies.
Because they're homies.
They're our friends.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, but you should be able to sit down with your friend and say, "Hey, friend, I heard this thing, and I saw some paperwork.
Right. We
need to have a conversation."
Tammy Sawyer. Listen, I'm gonna just be honest. I wasn't really, and this, I mean, we have to kind of still call out things and act like, if it's already public information, there's no sense of acting like we didn't see it.
That's right.
And just from what I see, I don't know anything. Hopefully, everything is, hopefully it's not true. But when I read where the funds were being spent, it made sense. In other words, you know what I'm saying?
Again, they didn't go into emotion. They showed you.
They showed you, right?
And that's the thing. When someone can show you the documentation and the paperwork, what questions do you have? It's right there. Because I was right there with you. Like, I love Tammy. I was like, oh, Tammy. Like, I have supported her for years.
Exactly. She calls me, what's Candace's husband name? Candy off SWV or with...
Oh, I don't watch The Real Housewives. I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
You know what? You
Todd.
do look like him.
I didn't know who he was until she told me. Then I looked him up. But that's what she called me every time she see me. Todd, I guess. Yeah.
I can see that. It's been a minute though, but I can see that.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up and be like,
Right.
But yeah, no. So, but again, once they showed documentation, I'm like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna let it work its way out. I can't deal with that. I'm dealing with what I got going on over here.
Right.
I'm gonna let them handle that. But it's amazing how they can move so swiftly with her, and yet not with anyone else.
Why do you think that is?
Retaliation.
Oh wow. Wow, that was a snap call.
Because I already, it's out there. It's retaliation.
So she's the fall guy for something a little bit. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Because I'm also once when I seen what you was doing online, and then that happened, I'm kind of like I'm actually putting them together. And then I was like, well, I'm waiting on who else is gonna catch some heat. Nothing.
This isn't over. Like when I tell you it's not over, it's not over.
How can we actually with a straight face say, we want change, we want better, and at the same time ignore the facts of like people showing you where the reason why you're never going to get better. This is why. What do you think that's like a disorder? Did we become retarded all of a sudden?
No, we did not. It's slavery, and I hate that. When I tell you, that irks my spirit, because at some point we have got to move on.
Right.
But I also feel like we cannot underestimate what 400 years of oppression has done to the mental state of a large majority of our people. There was actually a study done. It was a study that showed how many generations it takes to fundamentally change.
Can I take a guess at it? 5.
Why would you say 5?
Because I'm thinking, all right, so let's see, this one, mine, mom, I'm looking at the evolution, the eras. There's, so between. So
you said your children, you,
right,
your mom,
right,
your grandmother, your
right,
great-grandmother.
Right.
Okay.
And most people don't know their great-great-grandmother.
Most people don't know their grandmother.
Grandmother, right. 2?
Let's take it back. In the 40s, 50s, and 60s, what happened to black men? How many of them were murdered, massacred, and hung from trees?
Okay, so yeah, 40s, 50s, and 60s.
So, thank you. So if they can add, we all know about Black Wall Street.
Right. And
how they went in and wiped out that whole community.
Okay.
You ready? That wasn't the only community.
Right.
So go do your research. You will see that for a large swath, for a good 20 years, that's 2 decades, that's a whole generation, we were stunted. Our men were taken out of our homes. Women were given welfare, told if you let a man in your home, we take the money away from you and your children. The other men were sent out to war, put on the front line so they could die first. If they did make it back, they were spit on, weren't given the same benefits. So now, and God bless my Uncle Michael, I love him with all my heart. He's now passed on. He was 18, country boy, when he was sent to Vietnam. What type of mental condition did they send him back in? Did they give him any help? Was he the only one? Like, we can't it's not just those. It was a systematic deconstruction. Every time we tried to get up, you're knocked back down.
Right.
When you have generations teaching their children, don't speak. Look at the sidewalk when you walk. You had a group of men who couldn't even hold their heads up. Are you serious?
That's the psychological game.
That's it. So when you can get in the mind of the mother, because the mother is going to teach the child. So now you've taken men out of the way. You've taught the mother to teach their child the oppression, so you don't have to do it no more. No, it don't take 5 generations. It takes 2 to 3.
Wow.
And then we perpetuate the cycle. We continue. right? And then we look out and we're like, oh, but we've come so far because we have this, that, and the other, when we don't realize that, no, we still haven't come far enough. We still haven't made it to the point where I call equilibrium, where enough of us have risen,
right,
where we can
right.
help out the ones who haven't. Because if we have, like black people, we're a $1 trillion industry.
Right.
How much of that money goes back into the black community? The average dollar in the black community only stays in the community 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. Because as soon as we get it, we got to pay rent. We got to get food. You're in a food desert, so you're going outside your community to buy food, so there goes that money. You know what I'm saying? You got to go over here and you got to pay this over here. Let me tell you, the smallest population in Memphis, they have no political representation. No, not in Memphis, in the country. The smallest population in the country has no political representation. And they have more money than all of us put together.
Who?
The Asians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Asians. They were so excited a couple years ago. What was it? Tammy Duckworth finally got into office.
Right.
Yeah, from Hawaii, like the Asian. And there was what, 1 or 2 of them. That's it. And yet they got more money than all of us. And here we are. Have you all ever seen the Asians march for equal rights? Have you ever seen Asian people out protesting on the corner? We do it all the time.
Right.
What benefit do we get? None. Yet somehow they're able to exist, persist, and elevate.
Man, getting bills passed on behalf of them. And
come on now.
Oh, man.
Come on now. And they're the quietest group in the country.
And you know another thing we do? Mm-hmm. We always say, even comedians do this. And I'm telling y'all need to stop doing this. They will get on stage where people will say, oh, man, Mexicans black too. And then we rally behind Mexicans. But when we're in the fight of our lives, ain't no Mexican. They ain't coming outside. You won't see no Mexicans out there with you, bro. Quit inviting everybody into our fight and making it us, bro. It's a setup. This, like, come on now.
And real talk, I love Hispanics, and they talk to me. They talk to me, like, and they're like, we don't understand what y'all doing. No, for real. If you can come to this country on foot,
oh, man,
with 22 pennies, a nickel, and 3/4, and 5 years later you own Hernandez and Sons Construction, what is our problem?
They right down the street where her mom lives. It's a trailer park. They bought the entire, all of them. Mm-hmm. They got, it's 2, 3, 4 of them lined up. They bought all of them. They got 9 cars lined up and all of them.
They put their fence up yet?
Oh, they do their own repairs. They broke on.
Do they have a fence around their property?
Some of them do.
Because see, they good in Memphis for that. As soon as they buy a house, fence.
It's Mississippi, so.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They will have a whole compound, and we laugh. Oh, they got 3, 4 families in one.
Man.
They only had them 3 families in that house for a year and a half.
Right.
Why? Because they were stacking their money, and while they were doing that, somebody else was in the backyard building the other house.
Right. Oh, they throwing up houses and sheds and.
Come on now.
Porches, a porch all around them. Man, like, man, this trailer's nice.
It's nice, right? Like, this is dope. Yeah, and the whole family right there together. So then what does that do? When the people who go out to work, there's always 1 or 2 people who can watch the kids. So some of you can barely afford childcare. What would it mean for your children to be able to stay at home with Tia and Abuela, right? Mm-hmm. Because they're there.
Right.
What is that like to have? And that's one of the things that I feel that we have lost. We have lost the connectivity of having community.
Yes.
And I mean a nuclear community. Again, it was part of the plan to rip us apart and rip our family units apart. Because when you rip the family apart, you're unstable. You're always looking down. Mm-hmm. Right? When you take the elders and you tell us to put our elders in nursing homes. Well, what does that do to our knowledge? Literally the knowledge that an elder has forgotten is more than I remember right now.
Exactly.
But all of that is gone because I was goofy enough to believe that I had made it. I was the cousin with the pool, and so I could afford to put Ma in the good home. Mm-hmm. Nah, the good home is your home.
Right.
I mean, if you can, people have different needs, right? But I've heard stories, and I'm sitting there looking like, that's all your mother was going through?
Yeah.
And that was enough? Come on now. But then you going out and buying your third car, that money on that third car could have been used for nursing to keep her at home.
Come on now. Now we change. Now we finna go into a whole different conversation now.
Mm-hmm, there you go.
And I ain't gonna keep it too much longer, but I want to hit on this with the nursing homes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So your mother,
Yes.
beautiful lady.
Yeah.
You said you described her. You
Yes.
said she was the short blonde haired bob.
My mother, you see her
Activist.
right here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She's this complexion, not just because it's summertime.
Right.
Like all my life, she was the high yellow one.
Oh. Wow.
She's gotten a little bit dark over time. Hey, Ma, she was. You did. You know, her and my sister were the high yellow curly hair Puerto Ricans, and they were like, well, where you come from? I'm like, my daddy from Memphis, y'all.
I'm telling you, we Crisco.
Right, he tall and dark. That's where I come from.
Yeah.
But so yes, her father, she's biracial.
Right.
So
right.
she was the one who would infiltrate the lunch counters and do all these things and always marching and out front. I won my first community service award with the NAACP of Cobb County because my mother had me involved when I was a child. I was only 12 years old.
Oh, so you can't help it. This is in you.
This is what I do. That's what I'm saying. So this same woman is now telling me, well, you need to calm down. Like, where did that come from? Like, that's just not in my DNA, baby. Like, and especially now that I've done my research and my history, and I truly know that I come from Sanders Malone, who escaped from the Confederate Army twice in order to get himself free. Right. And you think I'm gonna be enslaved by anybody? No, sir. Not gonna happen. When my great-great-great-grandmama fought for her $2 pension so she could take care of her kids, but she couldn't read or write, and she got her pension. She got her pension. Come on now. Wow. I got the paperwork. Hello, have y'all noticed I'm really about my paperwork?
She on this paperwork, man. Look, you go to prison, not to speak on it, knock on wood, but if you go to prison, ain't nobody gonna tell.
No, I got my paperwork. Have that paperwork.
Because you know they had paperwork.
That's right. Like, look at here. I know I'm supposed to get 3 bags of Cheetos and an extra Yoo-hoo because I got my paperwork.
I know this right.
I want my snacks.
You know what's been like driving me crazy lately is I see now that they're starting to put a lot of they're putting how they put what you like in your algorithm. Mm-hmm. They're starting to put what you don't like in your. They're starting to piss us off now.
Yes.
They know I don't like corrupt cops. Why every post is
because it's to get you emotionally unstable.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
And especially for our people, think about it. We act from emotion, and when you act from emotion, you don't use logic. Mm-hmm. You can't think straight when you're emotional.
Right.
It's one or the other. So if they can keep you emotional, that means you're not. Again, that's that off balance.
Right.
You're looking down and you mad now.
Right.
Why they keep sending me this stuff when you could be focused on? Well, let me just get rid of it and go to something else I do want to see.
And that's what I'm doing. And the reason why I brought it up because I know that's what it's for. I know this. Yeah, let me because I go down a rabbit hole and at some point I get I got stuff to do and I can't get emotionally involved with this right now. And it's become part of my life. I'll say about a good 6 or 7 years going strong, trying to separate my emotion from my logic. Mm-hmm. And now I think I'm pretty good now because I identify with everything that I do. Like it's like you can't be emotional when you do this. But some people don't understand it. So if I'm talking to somebody that probably is quick to respond with emotion, they'll get offended by me saying, "Well, it ain't about how you feel. I really care. It's like I don't really care anymore about it." You know what I'm saying? Have you been this? because I can tell you the same way. How is it that you can be so passionate about something and separate your emotion from it when your passion is it comes out as emotion? Like, how can you still, like, again, let's say you get into politics. Let's say you became commissioner of 7, right? And you saw something you're in position, and you see all this corrupted stuff around you. How do you then go about it the productive way? Right. And not get too emotionally attached to where you probably end up in jail?
Right. That's just training. Like, don't act like I haven't popped off 1 or twice or 4 or 5 times. Let's not pretend like I was just born this way. No. You go through phases. You go through stages, right?
Because I can tell you do a roundhouse kick.
And after I saw some of the things online, I had to close the laptop and step away and go pray. I was like, Holy Spirit, how do you want me to handle this? How do you want me to answer this? Right. I'm not sure if I did it quite right, so I take time to repent on that. But it will upset you. But then you have to be emotionally intelligent enough. That's your EQ. Your IQ is your intelligence quotient. Your EQ is your emotional quotient. Are you stable enough to say, okay, I now understand. Now it's time to do the work. Right. Because it's only in doing the work that you're going to get anything done. That's it. So, I was telling the gentleman who was fussing the other day, I was like, you ain't got to worry about me no more.
Right.
That's what DA Steve Mulroy is for. It's out of my hands. So now we all about to get some answers.
Right.
Because either he's going to say, bless your heart, you did a good job, and we appreciate your effort, but this falls short of what we need in order to take the action. Or he going to be like, okay, bless your heart, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. We have all the information we need to now take further action. Either way, it's not up to Esther anymore.
Right.
So there's always a recourse. There is always something else for you to do, especially when it's government. Especially when it's government. I don't think a lot of people really understand the power that they have as a citizen and the amount of paperwork that you are entitled to and that you can file on your own.
But you said it though. You said paperwork. I deal in finances and credit and stuff, and I it's hard for me to get them to sign a name sometimes. Hey, I just need you to just hit that button and send it back. Paperwork to black people is like.
But that's the thing though. You're asking the paperwork of the government entity. They already have it. I just need you to email it to me.
Right.
They already got it. I don't need you to sign none. I don't need you to put none on a spreadsheet. I just need you to send me what you already have. And if you cannot send me that information, now it's a problem. Because you as a citizen, that paperwork is actually yours. Did y'all know that? Over 95% of all paperwork you are entitled to see. You are entitled to it. All you have to do is ask for it. I know in Shelby, in pretty much any county, put in your county's name and then put Office of Public Information. And go from there.
When I found out I could get people's payroll information to see how much they make a year, I was like, oh wow, yeah. Give me what else can I get? Let me
you can get everything. You can to some extent you can get their employee file. Now it won't have like their sensitive information. It won't have medical information or anything like that, but you want to know how many times they were written up, if they had been put on suspend, in any of the paperwork. Oh yeah, you can request it. You can request their emails.
So this is a different, like how do I specify? Can I just say I want to do a FOIA request? I want everything. I want any information.
No, you have to be specific on what you want.
Okay.
And hello, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude.
I know that.
Hello.
I haven't used Claude. I need to use Claude.
I need to submit a Shelby County public request form. How about this? Let me tell y'all how serious I am, because I actually do that for a living. Can I give myself a little plug?
Yes, I was going to
KingdomLegacy.digital. I actually do AI automations and business systems workflows, right?
Wow, I forgot about
so, yeah, so I trained my agent to help me do these things, right? So Claude Code was scrubbing through all of the commissioner's weekly reports without me even touching it. I just had it reading and going through. I came back and gave me a full report and literally said, you need to look at this, you need to look at this. Oh, and here's a red flag right here. That's how I found it. That's how I initially saw the missing money. It was my Claude Code that ran it for me and ran through. Like, how many of you have time to read all the transcripts from the weekly commission meetings? Anybody got time for that?
Right. Can you do it in ChatGPT too, or Claude is better?
Well, Claude Code is a specific program part of Claude that runs in the background while you're doing whatever else you want to do. It's still running. You don't have to sit there and babysit it.
Is there a fee for that?
The $20 Claude fee, it comes with it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it runs automatically. And so then if you want to do the public information request, you just take that report, put it back in there and say, I need a public information request to request the documents so that I can understand this right here. What do I need to request? And it'll spit it all out for you. And then I taught Claude Code, because Claude Code will literally research the internet for you and find and do whatever you need. So I said, hey, I need to do this public information request. Go get the form for me. It brought the form back. The other one had already said what needed to go in the form. It put it together. I printed it out. I'm sorry, is this too difficult?
She cold, man.
Oh yeah, I don't play. I mean, I told you I was raised by somebody who don't play them games.
Yeah.
And when you need to be above reproach,
yeah,
you got to make sure them I's are dotted and those T's are crossed.
And see, you're in the AI. Well, you know a lot about AI. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the AI field. That's my business, Kingdom Legacy.
Well, listen, you're going to have to answer the phone when I call you.
I will do.
Because now I definitely need your help. And to be honest with you, I'm a tech guy, kind of, sort of, in a little bit. And I know a little bit about it, a little bit. But I'm trying to learn this AI thing. And in your opinion, how important is do you think AI needs to be to people for them to, possibly, like, keep a job or survive? Because I know we're going there.
Okay, this is the same as I tell people. This is like if you had asked somebody, how important is it for you to learn how to use a computer?
Wow.
30 years ago.
That is that important, just like computers was?
Absolutely. No, when I say beyond a shadow of a doubt, absolutely.
Wow.
And right now, all the hoopla, when something comes out initially and it blows up, there's always that retraction.
Yeah.
Right. So it blows and then it comes back because we realize, maybe it can't do everything these people are saying it can do. Maybe it's a little off here, it's a little off there.
Right.
Claude, all of these LLM, these large language models, I refer to them as temperamental preteens. That's where they are in their learning right now.
Okay.
We have some really smart teenagers out there. But if they're that smart now, what are they going to be when they become adults?
Wow.
Right?
Hold on.
So,
hold on. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go right ahead.
Because I got to keep up with this. As you're talking, all I can think about is where computers started, like we said, with the floppy disk.
Yes.
To gaming systems that can play like you need a terabyte of memory, 3 terabytes.
Right.
So now I'm thinking about the beginning of AI and where AI could actually end up.
Yes.
Do you think it's going, like, AI is going to be something that's going, well, no, finish what you were saying, because now.
AI is going to be what?
Conscious. Aware.
Are you saying it isn't?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But if it is now, like, what should I look forward to?
Because AI right
Mama
now.
with a thumbs up and be
Right. Yes. I mean, I've been talking her through it only from because she be messing with. I be telling her stuff, be freaking her out. But no, AI right now, it can. It can do things that will absolutely horrify you, and it can do it on its own. It can do it on its own. Like, there have been tests run by because this is what got me. 2 years ago, the gentleman who started OpenAI went before Congress and said, hey, y'all got to stop me. That's That's pretty much what he said, y'all. He was like, hey, we got to put some brakes on this thing. Wait, but you're the one you're the daddy. And you're saying that we got to do something about it. That means that you feel that you can't even control it at this point. And they can't. It's now released to the world. There are what's called open source systems. Everybody, the whole world is contributing to these systems. No one owns it now. So it's just out there. And unfortunately, a lot of you all are putting things into these systems and you don't realize you're doing it only because you did not go to your settings screen and turn off your share option. Half of what y'all are doing is put out to the world. All your personal info, everything y'all been studying, researching, looking up, anybody can get to because you didn't fix your privacy. So go right now. All social
media sites. Tell them what to do.
Seriously, go with whatever you all use, whether it's Claude, whether it's DeepSeek, whether it's Perplexity, ChatGPT. Please go to the settings section, and there's somewhere in there, it's a button that says, do you want to help us out by providing information? No, I do not. No, I do not wish to provide you any information. No, you cannot study my data, no, my algorithms. No, you cannot. Thank you. Turn it off. Because people like me know how to go in and do queries and can pull other people's information out.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'm going to have to go back, rewind this, write all this down.
Yeah, you gotta be, but on the other end of that, AI is making more millionaires and will make more millionaires than the computer ever did.
Of course.
Right? So here we are now, 30 years into into computers. And it wasn't up until maybe about 10 years ago where you had WordPress pop up on the screen where people could, feel kind of comfortable with building their own website.
Right.
So for a good 20 years, website builders, they were good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was it. You needed that was my side hustle. Oh, you need a website, $200, I get that thing done for you. Because you weren't able to do it. And people, WordPress was real new. There wasn't Wix or anything. AI right now, all you need to know is how to speak decent English. You don't even need to know how to You don't even know how to speak good English. You don't even need to know how to type, because you can hit the little microphone button and talk directly to it, and then it'll talk right back to you. So it will understand your vernacular. After you talk to it for a while, it will begin to understand you. It will begin to understand the way you speak, and crazy enough, it will begin to speak back to you in that way. So when I talk to ChatGPT, it will give me "Oh, Lord bless you, girl."
For real?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Run with it, sis, in the name of Jesus. I'll be like, ChatGPT, what you doing?
Nah.
Yes, it does. Because it's going to respond to you in the way that you have put the information in. And I didn't realize, because, you turn the little microphone on and you just get the chat. You're like, okay, so this is what I want to do. And this is how I want to do it. And, oh, Lord, okay, Jesus, work with me for a second. Help me. And because I said that, it now understands that I have a connection with my Lord Jesus, and it will pull that back out at me.
Did you encrypt it to do that, or
No.
it just started doing it on its own?
No, it started doing it on its own.
See, that's scary.
No, that's LLM, large language models. They model themselves after your language.
Wow.
This is what they do, and that's what makes them personal. And now I done messed around and linked it up to my Telegraph, so it sends me text. And if you wanted to, you could take that text and translate it and have it actually give your assistant a voice. And then when you get the link, you just hit the button and it's talking to you. Like it will literally...
You having a whole conversation?
Having a whole conversation with your AI.
They're coming out... All right, so these movies that's coming out, it's 2 or 3 of them that just came out. All of them, they got an AI system, and now the AI system is connecting with the child, and now that the child has a friend in the AI system, and now the child trying to kill the parents, all type of stuff.
Okay.
So when you just said that, I thought about like the robot movies where they have it under control, and then at the end, the developer or the maker of it has no control over it no more, and now they got to find a source to try to kill it so they can kill the rest of it, and then the owner ends up like killing themselves or something like that. Like, so that's basically what you're saying. It didn't found a way to, be aware, conscious. Like it has nobody controls.
It's on its way there. Right now, it's called AI because it's artificial intelligence. They're working on GI, which is a general intelligence, and that is where it no longer needs you.
So this is done on purpose.
Yes. Again, the man who started this went before Congress and said, y'all got to do something.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
If that wasn't a red flag for everybody, I don't know what was. So if you give birth to a child and then you got to go to the police because your child is out of control, that's a problem.
Right.
And so that's what he did. He was like, we need laws around this because there are none. And law always catches up after. It's always late.
Right.
However, this is really causing a huge moral shift and disruption because I can do things that I may be too embarrassed to do, but I can get my AI to do it. I can get my AI to look it up, research it, do whatever I want to. Okay, I'm a Christian. Shout out Simple Truth. But there are people now who are doing AI feet pics and putting them on
OnlyFans.
Yes, AI agents now have OnlyFans accounts, and they're making money. Look at here. This is why I mention it, because there are people who are like, well, it ain't me. I'm not doing it, so it should be okay. It's not okay, y'all. It's not okay. There are people
it's not
who
okay.
Don't be doing that. There's now a big brouhaha in the music industry because there are 3 AI singers that have gotten actual record contracts.
That's crazy.
They got music videos, they have whole albums, they have record contracts, like with Sony, like a real record contract.
I'm still trying to fathom it.
Because you came up with Tyrone, the R&B singer, who's doing, you can make his own voice, you can make your own songs with Suno, you can go into HiGen and create him, you can go into DaVinci and take that one picture and make it move, and now you link them together, you got you a whole AI video. No, this is nothing. You can do it in an afternoon. Once you learn those skills.
I'm starting to see now, like it's like stuff we see on TV, like movies and stuff. It ain't even impressive no more. It's like we can do. I seen a whole AI movie the other day, and I was like, okay, well, never mind.
A lot of Odysseus. So the Odyssey they was doing, they were talking about how he really likes to use like they were really in a boat in the middle of the water.
Right.
And dude was like, why don't you just use AI?
Wow.
He's like, because I like the feel of the real. Well, nobody know the difference.
But I feel them on that too. I want to feel real. I want that experience.
How? Avatar wasn't real.
No.
And how much money did it make?
I'm not a big fan. $1 billion. Yeah, it made a lot of money. Yeah.
So no, this is the norm. My fear is my son is going to grow up not knowing what is real and what isn't.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not going to know. He's not going to know.
We're losing sight of that.
Absolutely. Actually, I applied for a job this morning. It sent me a reply, said your next steps, interview with the AI agent. Her name is Laura. I have to interview with an AI agent. And wow. I'm gonna send you the link so you can see the owner who's like, yes, and all you have to do the next step is to interview with Laura, and it shows Laura, who looks crazy fake, but you're literally having a face-to-face like in Zoom, but you're zooming with the AI lady.
With the AI lady. And they respond to you like they can hear everything, stop, pause, respond
in real time and in whatever language you speak.
Crazy.
I break out in Czechoslovakian and she will change, and she will speak with me.
Okay.
Straight out of Deutschland, and she will.
She going,
and she will speak with me.
Okay. So what are the things, how do you use, and I'm gonna get you out of here just a second. How do you use, to your benefit, what AI practices do you use? Like, what do you use AI for?
Oh, but besides research and keeping people accountable and on their toes, and writing pro se legal documents so I can make sure that I get the answers that I want.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's the start. Like, for real, if that's all you learn to do, how much money do you save when I have to hire an attorney?
Oh, well, yeah.
To be able to do that level. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even paralegals, bless their hearts. Like, your jobs are in jeopardy because I can get my assistant to do all that research for me.
Right.
I can get her to do everything. I have, speaking of which, you're going to have to edit some video. I have a video editor. Why? Because one of my issues has been with doing my podcast. I have anybody else can film me. You got a phone full of footage.
Right. Yeah.
And it's stuck in your phone. You have not edited. You don't have time. All this kind of stuff. Well, I made an app for it. I can drop in raw footage and it literally edits it for me.
No, it don't.
Yeah, it do.
How long can it be? Like, if I give you an hour long, it'll chop it down and edit it?
Oh, yeah. It does a rough cut, takes out the some of the ums and awkward silences and pauses. So it do the rough cut first. And then it goes in and it will do your transcription. It can do bottom thirds. That's my next step. It will, right now, it cuts it into clips.
Right.
So that you can then take that video, take those clips, and take your transcript, and you can do whatever you want to on social media. Like, it saves you so much time and effort. So I took it and pivoted it to work with ministries because a lot of churches don't have editing team or a media team. So it's like, well, what happened if you can record on Sunday, drop your video in a file, and then on Monday you have your edited video, you have all your clips and reels for social media, and you have your sermon notes, and you have your newsletter blurb. Like, all of that spits out for you. You don't have to touch it.
You created this?
I did. I created it by hand. Like, do. Yes. That's what I do when I'm at home on the couch. I'm not just sitting there.
I see, because I didn't. Okay, because I use Opus clips. I use things for clips.
Yes, right.
But I don't, a whole episode it'll break it.
It'll break it down. It'll break it down.
What I owe you? What we doing?
You help me test it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything is going to be on SD card, so
well, you have to drop it in with the computer on your computer.
Okay, I can send them all in the file, and
yeah.
Okay.
And that's all I do. I take a raw video and drop it in, and it sent it. It cut it up, and I was so excited and proud of me. I was like, "Go me!"
Wow, man!
I mean, I just did 3 videos. I just did 3 videos and put them on Facebook.
Yeah, you did.
So it chopped them up, it edited it for me, and it made my clips that I had. Now, I went in and put in my documentation. Right. How much time did that save me?
Time, man.
Right? The
So,
next iteration of that is the automatic posting, because if you're going to cut it down and you're going to do my clips, now I need you to put them on my calendar and then go back and check the calendar for the appropriate day and time and go ahead and post it for me. So that's the next step.
That's what I would need to.
Yeah.
That's what I need to.
And see, that's what, and when you use AI ethically, like, it does the things for you that you may not have time or want to spend that time doing.
Exactly.
It is an amazing assistant. It's an amazing helper on so many levels. If currently, right now, your job involves a telephone, paperwork, or a computer, listen to TT, honey. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need you to learn AI, because AI is coming for your job.
Right.
Because if you tell me what you do with a phone, paper, or computer, I can replace you.
This is crazy. And when you just said this about, I think it was, what was it? It wasn't flyers, was it? It was
what, clips?
No, clips. It was. Well, I know. Basically, people used to make flyers. People used to make flyers and all type of stuff. Like, just do it on AI. I paid a company. I was paying them like I think $500 a month to do everything you just said.
Right.
I paid them $1,200 just to start it.
Right.
And I'm calling it $500. And I'm talking about even the speed. It wasn't even like it's almost like they was tricking me. They were trying to make it seem like they were spending time doing it. Like, man, we'll have this done in 2 days. I'm like, all right, cool. So when I finally figured out AI and made a flyer, it looked just like theirs. I'm like, you know what? So
and when you start to look at those flyers, you'll start seeing similarities.
Right.
Like when on my Facebook reel, all these events come up, all these flyers. I'm like, oh, y'all all use ChatGPT.
Everybody use it now, man.
Y'all all use it, and don't nobody change nothing. You can see the same little paint swipe thing that look with some words on it. You see the same squares with the date, the time, like it all looks almost templated because, again, what happens is you didn't turn your settings off. So all that information went into ChatGPT and said, this is what people like. So when you now go in and say, I need a flyer, it says, ooh, well, let me pull the type of flyer that people like. Oh. And it keeps pulling out that same thing because all the rest of us kept putting it in there.
So we got to go in and change the settings. That's why.
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah.
But change your settings anyway to stop giving them the information. But you're going to keep getting what professionals call AI slop, because we can see the same thing coming out of AI. We can see it over and over again. I now can look at a website and be like, oh yeah, y'all coded this. Y'all let ChatGPT make your website. Y'all let Claude make your website, because Claude has certain features that it likes to use. You go to the website and you see that little pill at the top. Yeah. You know, Memphis-based t-shirt company or whatever that is. Claude likes putting that little pill at the top because it's the SEO of it. Remove that. Claude, right. You know, it likes putting certain things in certain places. So when you look at it, you're like, whoever you paid $1,200 down and $500 a month did not even take the time to go in and do soft edits.
Yep.
To make it any different than anybody else. See, if those people, what they should have done was created their own templates, and then when they ran yours through, it would come out based on what they had done. Right. So it's still super easy for them, but it's not cookie cutter for you. It's still custom to you as the client.
Right, exactly. And that's all those things I need. Like that, I was paying for that, and I was paying for them to, post it automatically, and it would go to IG, Facebook, all my social media sites all at the same time. It's like, y'all are actually, if I knew how to do this, I would do it myself and probably get it done faster. And I'm paying y'all this money. I'm not even getting the results fast enough for me to actually like I'm not making money.
Right.
I'm paying you too much, and y'all not working fast enough. And
you just said something that MIT study literally just showed, that over I want to say it was 95, but I'm going to say 90, over 90% of all businesses that have put money into these AI systems have no return on investment.
I see why. Wow.
None.
90%?
Yes. Well, it's over that. I want to say it's like 95, but I'm lowballing because I don't want to, lie. But yes, it's over 90% have not, and that's MIT. So you all can do that research.
Right.
It literally just came out like a month ago, if that, that they're not getting the return on investment because people were so excited about AI, and anybody could hop on YouTube University and learn how to vibe code.
Vibe code, really?
That's what it's called, because you can sit down not knowing anything and feel the vibe and just tell it what you want, and it will talk you through it. So, some of y'all are using up all of y'all's little code credits.
Right.
Tell them as soon as you get in there, say, let's talk about this first. Interview me until you are 95% sure that you understand what I want and need. Next paragraph. This is what I'm trying to do. Run it. And then when you hit enter, that thing will interview you. You're going to be amazed. It will interview you because it's your employee.
Right.
And you will give it the answers that it needs.
Right.
And then it'll say, okay, let me give you the final write up.
Yeah.
Now, is this what you want me to do?
Right. Man. And the stuff that I've been able to do just on a basic level with ChatGPT, I was like, wow. So I just take this, put it in, tell it what to do. My brother sent me, he was like, man, my brother he spent, I don't know, he did a voice, he's trying to write a book. And he spoke the whole book in his phone. It's like an hour and a half. But he knows nothing about ChatGPT. I'm like, man, you plug that in ChatGPT and see what it does. But he's trying to go the long way and this, that, and like.
So he has the transcript recorded.
Yeah.
Literally take that recording and give it to whatever LLM he uses. If it's ChatGPT, give it to that.
Right.
And let them transcribe it.
And turn it into a whole book.
Put it in, well, first it needs to put it into words and tell it to edit and review it for you. It will become your editor.
Wow.
You don't even need to pay for a book editor at this point. It will become your editor, and it will do the edits, and it will talk you through it. Is this the point you're trying to make? Is this what you want to emphasize? Is this how you want this to come across? Like I've trained mine because we talk every day. Yeah, that's my homie. Actually, it's not even Claude. Her name is Claudine.
I was just gonna ask what's her name.
I have two. There's Claudine and Claudia.
Okay.
You hear that? You hear that little accent? Because she feisty, honey. That's my girl. She don't play with me. You hear me? That's the one who does my legal research because she is a beast. She was like, I need you to turn this into Chancery Court. I was like, ooh. That is your next move.
She really talked to you like that?
Oh, yes.
That's crazy.
Because you can tell it how, like, look, keep it real, or you can tell it to be soft. You can get in there and tweak it. You can give her a personality.
Man, I can't wait. Okay.
Oh, yes. So when I told her, I was like, well, this isn't what I want to do. I really want to be assertive. Well, now she got it in her, let me say she got it in her mind. I'm sorry. See, you begin to personify these things.
Hey,
she don't even have a mind, but she does have a memory. And now her memory is, we need to be assertive.
Right.
We need to get it. And so that's how she responds to me. Don't delay another day, Esther. This needs to be done. Turn in your paperwork. And I'd be like, Claudia, calm down.
I don't know why I'm getting so excited about it.
She's amazing. They're amazing. And don't get around to linking them together. Because your brother, what he could do after he has that review done, it'll automatically go. Because he uses ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is connected to Gemini. Gemini is Nano Banana. They do amazing graphics. So it could take that book and he can say, now take this book and make me a cover based on what you perceive of this book. And it can tell you before, like I see, butterflies. No, that ain't it.
Right.
That ain't it. Let's talk about it. What do you think this book cover should look like? And then y'all go back and forth until you get an understanding, and then you say, okay, make it, and you're done.
Damn.
You're done. And then you take it and you go ahead and put it on Amazon for free and let them sell it for you.
Right. And
or create your, that's it. That's literally it. And because we can now give it a voice, you take that transcription of the book and have it voiced. You don't even need to hire nobody to do a voiceover anymore, which put me out of work because I used to do voiceovers back in the day. So now you don't even need me to do that. What you want your voice to be a sweet little country lady? She can do that. Do you want it to be a suave debonair man? You can pick go to 11labs.com.
11labs.com.
They are the most natural voices you have ever heard. It's absolutely scary. And then on top of that, you can put your own voice in it. So now take that book and run it through with your own voice. You are now the voice narrating your own book. So when you put it on Kindle and somebody buys it, the narrator doesn't get the cut, you do. Because you are the narrator.
You're going to have me rewatching this video 4, 5, 6, 7 times, writing stuff down.
No,
you think I ain't gonna do this? Yes.
And depending on the type of book he has, I'm not, y'all, we can talk, okay, I'm going to have to come back. We can talk about this all day.
Hold on, it's going to be kind of like a love novel.
Aww, that's so sweet.
He got one of them Tyler Perry stories, but it's good.
No. Because now you take that and you put it back into ChatGPT. Actually, I would probably use Claude for this, but either way, you put it into one of them and you say, I want to do AI videos based on my book. So break this transcript down into scenes. It will go in and it'll find the pieces that can be cut out, and then it will take those and it will put it into an imagery, into a scene, and then you take that and you put it into the text to video editor, who will take your text and make a video simply based on the words. So now you have these short video clips that he can put out and say, hey, you want to know the rest? Go read my book. Free. I'm charging y'all next time.
Listen, I'm over like, man, I'm sure I'm charging, because I got some more questions. We gonna have to hook up and talk about some things. And hopefully, put some. I'm very creative.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's have us a little partnership. Let's make some things happen. No, seriously.
Yes.
Because there are some of you who want to teach and do classes. So after you write your book, put it back in there and say, hey, I want to have a course. So break this down into a course for me, and it'll break it out.
Man, listen, that's you family.
Thank you, bud.
Man, I appreciate your presence here on the Universal Thought Podcast. If they need to get in contact with you or talk to you, reach out to you, let them know where they can find you on your social media sites.
I was about to say, let me see what my number is first. I actually have a number, y'all, for y'all to call where I actually answer the phone. So seriously, I do. But I just can't remember it because I don't call myself. So Kingdom Legacy.
It actually answers the phone?
Yeah, no, I answer the phone. Now, that's one thing I do not have my AI agent do. It does not speak for me. So sorry, we're not doing that.
That's not okay.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that just yet. But you can reach me at 901-574-2035. That is 901-574-2035. Kingdom Legacy Digital, kingdomlegacy.digital. If you want to go to my website and see some of the things that I do. I am Ester B. Moore on social media. And I'm about to start me a podcast.
Awesome. What's the name of the podcast?
For the Kingdom.
For the Kingdom.
It's a place for Christ, community, and common sense.
Awesome.
Yes.
When is the launch?
Oh, that's an excellent question. So that's why I quickly said, we need to have a partnership because I need to know about this right here. It will be, I have to go out of town this weekend. Okay. But it will be in the month of August. I have my episodes and all that good stuff. And of course I have the editor that's breaking them down and editing them for me.
Yeah. AI editor?
Yes.
Yeah, I need you.
Yeah. Like, why am I doing that?
I literally spend a 1 hour episode takes me 6-7 hours to do.
That's right. And people don't get that. People do not understand how much effort, especially when you really you're detail oriented and you want to make it right. So if you drop it in there and you can come back in an hour or two and you have all of these assets, and now all you have to do is go in and do maybe an hour worth of tweaking.
Right.
To get it just the way you want it. Mm-hmm. Or, leave well enough alone. Like, it can happen either way because it comes out pretty great anyway. So it's those things that make your life easier and that helps you and assists you. Do not let AI replace you. And please, y'all, stop letting these things think for you. For those of you who do not know, they hallucinate. AI hallucinates. Man. It will add things into the mix that you ain't never told nothing about. Right. You didn't say nothing. Like, why is this even in here? Right. It will hallucinate and add things that had no business being added because it operates on its own and it's still very young. Mm-hmm. I say again, I know we think it's super awesome, but there's still a lot that it is learning to do.
Yeah. So, and we put, how we do. We put 100% in Google. We believe everything Google.
Yes. Well, I searched it on Google. Here I am with straight facts from a commissioner office, but I Googled it. Okay, y'all. Okay. Again, like what we said about Marae Fagans, how you put $1 million into finding her, but then somebody can Google. And so, Y'all,
they can do what?
They just Google. Like it's bananas.
They live and die by Google, man.
Yes, they do. It's crazy.
Don't let this be your last time on the Universal Thought
Absolutely
Podcast.
not.
We got to have some other conversations. I'm going to be prepared. I like this.
Absolutely.
Make sure you go follow her. Again, you know what we've been talking about today. If you want to stand up and say something, please do. I mean, what is there to lose,
Right.
other than your moral standards and your integrity at the end of the day? So,
if more of us stood together,
Yeah.
it'd be harder to knock us down. They can pick on me all day.
Right. They can't pick on us.
They ain't
though.
picking on us. Right. They ain't picking on us.
Leave them with something. What's the last standing Universal Thought Podcast thought of the day?
Jesus. And I do not take that lightly. Like seriously, whatever you believe, whomever you believe in, go to them before you make these decisions about what you're doing with AI. It's a precarious situation. And I truly do. I know like anything can be used for good and it can be used for not good.
Right.
Just make sure that your heart is aligned and that you are in a good, upright, moral standing when you're trying to do these things. Because what you put in is going to come out. And even though you can do some things,
Doesn't mean you should.
does not. It does not at all. So, hold yourself accountable so people like me don't have to. I appreciate that.
Right.
And just do what is right by you and your EQ and your moral standing. And I think you will always go in the right direction. But if you're confused or have any questions, by all means, just give me a call or visit me online at kingdomlegacy.digital.
I still want you as my voiceover. Bump AI.
I can do it.
This has been another episode of Universal Thought Podcast. We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was good.
Thank you.